Rockies, Denver, Colorado for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 17 carries, 52 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Dorsett on the return. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Luck now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Luck. And that is incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff, right?
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Strong right. 12, 12, 12. 622.
After the interception, it's Luck. They'll roll him out right. And that's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
On 2nd and 10, Luck. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Leonard Williams in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Third and long, it's Luck. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Anthony Barr. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a handoff to Ingram. Pushes past him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Now it's Ingram. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here is Andrew Luck, the focus of our player spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Go ahead. Gun.
On 2nd down, here's Luck. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Luck again. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Play action. It's Locke. That's complete to Meredith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 1st down, it's Long. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
From the 50, it's Long. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Garoppolo now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Turner. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Garoppolo on 1st down. Well, this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Garoppolo again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And Olsen over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Everson Griffin. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. To throw is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the tight end Olsen, right side. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before the break. Lock. And that is incomplete. So we have You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the inline. So it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hey, Sean Robinson. Never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
12.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He goes underneath to Ingram. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They give it to him running left, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Greg Olsen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. On second and 10, Locke. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. From the gun, here's Locke. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And Cook has it, left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Again, Locke. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
12.
Luck on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there at 22. Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, Locke. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still second down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, second and 15. To the air again. Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Tackle made by K1 Short. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare. I get the thought process. Third and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Second and 10, Luck again. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The Broncos on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's complete to Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, it's Locke. Flushed out right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a 1st down throw. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. On 1st and 10, Locke. This will be caught at about the 6. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again is Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and it's 3rd and short. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said. It actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This is Ingram. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Andrew Luck and company heading back onto the field. And here we go, partner. It's his time to shine.
And I've yet to meet a quarterback who had any type of greatness, any type of longevity in the league that didn't secretly love this type of an opportunity. To be the focal point, have the chance to take a team all the way downfield and win the game, that's when they get their stripes.
Yeah, that's when they get their stripes, and he has to take them the length here. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Back to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. So there's the spike as it comes with 23 seconds to go. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for our visitors,
Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sitting right now. Could you? I got too much on my mind right now. Tell the hero Dale, get my baby 30,000. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah. I'm on the road, I'm getting paid like what you want, baby. You a bougie, baby, but I love you, baby. Give you the world, baby. Pay $5 grand for a handbag like Saint Laurent, baby. We love that money, baby. 100,000 plus 100,000 my way. Got 30,000 plus 30,000 my wrist. We got those bad, that's I swear, baby, it was just kiss, that's it. How could I forget that you done for me? Baby, gonna take the charge and take the fall from me. Would love to take you shopping, but I'm in your town. Sorry, little mama, I can give you more. Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sitting right now. Could you? I got too much on my mind right now. Tell the hero Dale, get my baby 30,000. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah.
Gotta hit him on the jack. When you coming back, where's you at on the map? Everything is intact. Could've been a seamstress, still wouldn't cut him slack. Pretty much ain't got a clue. Itty bitty piggyback off everything I do. But I'm still dropping. Got him looking like James Harden at the awards. Back to you, I'm so into you. For real, bread, like I'm kin to you. If you a 10, I add 10 to you. They be mad when I 10 to you. That's what the bay like. Call me Buffy, cause that's what I slay like. These, I sun them like it's daylight. These wanna know what it's like. What it like, yo, what it like, yo. They wanna know what it's like, yo. All this ice is like snow. Get kimonos and let's fly to Tokyo. Pretty, pretty, please, baby, won't you cop this for me?
I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sitting right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell the hero Dale, get my baby 30,000. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I say, babe, it's, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, he can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Hey, back on Monday, throw rock body. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a. Them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the 40 band.